Expand your mind and enrich your world. It's time for another outstanding podcast from ICRT. This is Taiwan Talk.
This is Taiwan Talk on ICRT.
Taiwan's contested national status means that it's got to push harder than most to claim a spot in the international stage. This was certainly the case recently when Italian authorities declined Taiwan's request to send over a national installation to take part in the World Expo being held now in Milan. But rather than take no for an answer, a group of young Taiwanese adults have launched their own campaign to establish a pavilion. They're calling their project One Pavilion to Go, and just to be clear, this is a civic group we're speaking to, not a government-led group or a corporate group. They're just a bunch of people. And before we get into the how and the why of how this all came about, let's first meet today's guest. Zhong Ye is one of the founders of the group. Zhong Ye, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Keith.
So just to get into this real quick, my understanding is that Italian authorities did offer to allow Taiwan to set up a corporate pavilion, but no Taiwanese businesses seemed interested in traveling all the way to Milan. So that's kind of where you came in. Can you explain a little bit of how this was all left to you? How did this civic group come about and become the ones that were organizing all this?
Well, I guess the thing is, actually, we're trying to organize the stuff that we really start from the bottom. That is which we call the power of the crowd, and it's kind of sort of like a more popular things over here, over the world, and because of the government's disagree about the cooperation pavilion will be set up. So I think that might be the chance for the group of people which can stand up for their own proud culture to present.
Okay, and when you say we, how many people are involved at this point?
Well, I guess so far we got almost 80 people around Taiwan.
And a lot of these people are young people, I think artists and architects that are interested in design and putting together some kind of display.
Yeah, well, thanks to my architecture background, I guess I try to involve a few people which is more interested in this pavilion with architecture. But more or less, we're trying to cross the criteria with other groups of people. Even there will be artists, there will be the economics. So everyone will be present their own professional in this issue.
So it seems like a lot of people have gotten interested in this. Obviously, you are very motivated. You're putting all of your time into this right now. Why do you think that it's so important that Taiwan carve out a little space for itself at the exposition?
We got a slogan, it's like no Taiwan, no Expo. But which means like if we want to present all the chrysanthemums of every country, we should not avoid every little voice, which is also in our wish that we hope that through this project that we will involve every little voice in Taiwan to present it, and it's quite a strong thing that we could show to the expo that even without any kind of titles, we still have the chance to present our own culture.
All right, now I really want to hear a little bit about what you all have planned for what you're going to show there. Of course, the exposition is going on right now, but your group is planning to send over your pavilion in July. And based on what I've read, the theme of this year's exposition is Feeding the Planet, Energy for Life. So it's kind of a food theme. What are you guys going to bring to the fair?
Well, actually, we separate into three parts. The first part is the Taiwan Pavilion itself. It's sort of like a solid base with the structures talking about the earth, the relationship between the food and the earth in this pavilion. And the second, we're trying to move several bikes, which is like the vendor bikes according to the night market culture. So it's not actually selling the food. It's like to showing the ideas, to show the life space of a particular person, and also with Casa Taiwan, and it's like Taiwan cuisine that we involve several famous chefs around Taiwan, and they could go there to cook some traditional cuisine that based on the perfect food materials in Italy. So they will become a bit like a very quite interesting fusion in this sense.
And so I think at least some of these are movable, right? You're going to be able to move these displays around Milan?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said about the bikes, because it's based on the idea about the night market culture, which is in Taiwan is quite nice that you can see that, like in the day, there's several wood blocks that you don't know what is this box doing, but in the night they move out, they put on the light, and they start to selling the food, and it's quite interesting and fascinating for the people. They trying to come to Taiwan to visit this, so we're trying to bring something out to show every piazza in Milan to let them understand about this culture.
So I understand that you guys have 3 different groups, actually, that are working on preparing your displays. It seems like a lot of hardworking people are putting a lot of time into this. Can you tell me where their work is going? What is it that they're doing to prepare for this fair?
There's different groups. The one which is studying all this history of the food, about the scandals, about everything, what lead to this phenomenon right now. And also another team is talking like to study particular types of food, for example, like tea leaves in Taiwan. So all this group with the culture, with the food, how they're going, and which kind of effect in the future. So this is the second team. And the third team, I think the research is more or less like to make a frame of these 3 works, like to give the idea about how these vendors should be, and what is the exhibition will be put on the vendor bikes, and to show to do the presentation about this.
So they're planning the actual structures.
Exactly.
Okay, so they're basically, what you're saying is you have a lot of people that are doing research and putting together the information and the physical structures that you're going to be using at the fair.
Yes.
We've already talked a little bit about what is motivating you guys to do all this hard work. But could you tell us a little bit more about what your goals are in doing this? What do you think that you'll be able to accomplish by bringing Taiwan to this expo?
Well, actually, I think we should give the new face for Taiwan, because now I think everyone feel like the Taiwan's name is quite dissolved or blurred into all these Asian cultures.
You say
names.
Taiwan, and a lot of people think you mean Thailand. So they're not very aware of how much amazing culture there is here.
Yes, and we're not trying to make a division, but we're trying to make make a more specific to that people, to the international, to know how the deep of the culture that the Taiwan, this name, will stand for. So sort of like I was talking about the tea cultures, that the food cultures even that we have for the night market. I think every foreigners that the tourists come to Taiwan to see this, to taste all this fantastic food, but they still don't understand how this coming. So I think it's a very good opportunity to show this.
So it'll be more than just a tourist understanding of Taiwan. They'll get a deeper sense of how rich the culture is.
Yeah. And in the other hand, for sure that I think the Taiwan people need to know this more than the tourist.
Oh, so you're saying this is also an opportunity to educate Taiwanese people about the culture in Taiwan?
Yeah, maybe they understand a lot, but the awareness about how they present themselves for the international is losing this knowledge.
So you think it's important for Taiwanese people to know how to represent their own culture?
Exactly. Yes, that's what I mean.
Why do you think that that's so important?
It's based on the story that I was working in the Biennale, because when I was working in Biennale, I worked for the Swiss Pavilion, and for that we have a lot of different culture, a lot of different people in the group, and they asked me about so where you from? I said I'm from Taiwan, but what is the Taiwan Pavilion present now? I could not say the very specific words to that people to understand, actually, because even for now, all these fairs, all these exhibitions that was actually organized by few people that curations or the content. It's not like our organization. We have different specific groups that to research on this. Even I don't have that much knowledge rather than this group. So that the professional has people to do the professional stuff to make this. Like I always said, because I was an architecture background, we always want to present one complicated things into a very simple infographic to that people to understand. I think our culture should be always do this not to simplify everything, trying to be more clear, trying to be more interesting,
make it more accessible to other people.
Yes.
So it seems like it's almost. In a way, an opportunity, the fact that it's a civic group that's putting all this work together, it's an opportunity for everyday people to represent their own culture and to learn how to bring that to the rest of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
So just getting to the issue of support, monetary support, how much money are you guys trying to get to?
Of course, we're trying to get at least 12 million.
12 million NT, and how far have you gotten so far?
So far, we got 1 million for sure.
Okay, so that's a good start.
It's a good start.
I understand that you actually do have a lot of prominent people that have supported you. Taipei Mayor Ko Wen-je is one prominent supporter. DPP head Tsai Ing-wen is another very prominent supporter. So how confident are you that you're going to be able to meet your target by the time that you are going to head out for Milan in July?
Well, I guess it's all step by step. That seems that I really have the confidence of all these the people in Taiwan. Of course, there will be slowly there will be some individual financiers that they want to support this program without any feedback. So I think it's fantastic. They is really thankful for them to show this passion for supporting. So now I think we are going very well to be more optimistic. I have to say to everyone that I'm pretty sure that for the 12 million is not a problem, because I'm very sure about this passion for the Taiwanese people.
And if somebody's listening right now and they want to support you, they want to get involved either with money or in some other way, how can they do that?
There is a Facebook fan page that we have. Is OP to go, is One Pavilion to go, the simplified. So just a search OP to go in OPTOGO on Facebook, and you will see our fan page, and you will see all this founding and account information over there. So we will welcome everyone to give any kind of support to help us to build up this program.
All right. So easy to find it. Lots of people are already supporting it. Hope you get all the support that you deserve. We have been speaking today to Zhongye Xie. He is one of the founders of One Pavilion to Go, which is hoping to put together an exposition for Milan. Zhongye, thanks so much for coming in today.
Oh, thank you.